LPT agent support, accessing help when you really need it. So in this video, what we're going to talk about is real life from a team lead and my coaching clients and everybody else, how the support really is with LPT for agent activities. If you are looking for that and you want more info, you are in the right place. So stick around. I got some great information coming right at you. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore here with the Whittemore Group with LPT Realty, coming at you with some more great information. Whether you're a brand new agent, experienced agent, and looking to grow your business, maybe you're considering jumping over to a different brokerage, I've got all that information here on this channel coming out every single week. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that little bell so you're notified every single time we got another video coming out. All right, I've been through it all. I've been your single agent. I've been your team lead where we are now and everywhere in between. Ran 2 teams in 2 separate states at one time and it was exhausting. I've been licensed in 3 states. What I could tell you is that doing all these, I've made so many mistakes. So many mistakes. And I would love for you to learn vicariously through me so that you do not make those same mistakes and you can have an awesome rock star career without having to go through that stuff. So live vicariously through me and I'm happy to get you to that next level. They always say that you are the sum of the 3 people that you surround yourself with, hopefully the voices you listen to. Let me be one of those voices to get you to the next stage. All right, so let's go ahead and start talking about LPT and their support systems that they give for agents. The no BS version, okay? So if you haven't heard about LPT, man, I got so many other videos you can watch. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. There actually does in there. Or podcast, depending upon the platform you're listening to me at. In any case, let's talk real quick about LPT so you know the basics. This is the beginning of 2024. We're about to go through a conference. Yeah, actually, it probably already happened by the time that you saw this. So they're gonna rename some things. But in any case, we'll talk about the 2 systems, which they are now gonna be calling the hybrid model of real estate. Yes, if you're a brand new agent, you can have a $500 per file, which we call a business builder until they call it something else. Yes, you can start there with a $500 per file. No sign-up fees, no monthly fees. You do have to pay a $195 transaction fee and a $500 annual fee, but that is not until you do your first transaction. So lots of time to build your business. It's one of the main reasons I brought my team over, was so that new agents that have that capacity to be amazing have more time to grow and evolve, which is what we need in this industry. Secondly, you could become a rev share partner, which I'm assuming is going to be called a brokerage partner. Again, a couple weeks. And once you are that, that's where you can collect revenue share. But do I have to be in a revenue share to build that? No, you could be a business builder. Okay, you can still do that. Put people below you, you just won't get paid off of that rev share. But it is an 80-20 split with a $15,000 cap. All the other fees and everything else remain the same. The only thing that is different, if you are a brokerage partner, rev share partner, that's synonymous. You do get more stock with the company on your first, third, 10th, and 35th transaction. And every time you bring somebody new on and they do their first transaction. Woo! All right, so that's the basis of LPT brokerage. Have a lot of great support for the little that you're gonna have to pay into. The support that we're talking about in this video is going to be the regular agent support. And I can tell you that when I first joined this, was one of the founders of this brokerage here in Florida, was one of the first teams that came over, the first several. And it was really awesome because it was a new brokerage. And it was also very frustrating because it was a new brokerage. However, you could always tell in any company based upon its culture how it's going to be in the future, right? I think we can all agree with that. You team leaders watching me now, you're gonna go, yeah, Tim, you're absolutely right. Okay, so when I look at that, one of their main mantras was like the agency for life, right? What got me was an agent first brokerage. And we were gonna test that firsthand when we first got in for our agent support. And not just for me, I know what I'm doing, right? But what about my new agents? What about those other people that came in? Are they getting support, right? Are they getting support? So one thing that was really nice was that it did provide some different avenues and we tested those. I was part of another brokerage that I'm not gonna name by names, but there was a little portal that you had to go on, had to have good internet connection, got to be a little character in a fake world to get in just to wait in line for something. I really didn't like that. I wanted a phone number I could just call somebody with, and I tested that. So the LPT, for each state, they do have their own phone number, corporate phone number you can call and get a hold of somebody. And I'll tell you a story. I actually had a question because here in Florida, if you have like I had a listing and somebody came in as an inspector and they messed the place up. And per our contract, if it doesn't go to close, that inspector's got to go back and pay for, or the buyer pays for, the damage that was made. So pride being my biggest issue was like, hey, you decided to get out of the contract, your buyer needs to fix the rest of this stuff. They're like, no, we don't. And I'm like, oh, let's play. And I'm like, no, Tim, calm down. Let's get some support. Let's have somebody talk you off the ledge here for a couple $100 worth of fix. So I called that number and they're like, yeah, let me get a broker for you. So part of the other brokerage that I was part of, there was a team of brokers, because LPT's cloud-based brokerage. I would expect that there was a team of brokers that would have called me back. But no, the actual name of the main broker for the whole state of Florida actually called me back. Crazy, right? Like, that was pretty good. I was kind of taken aback. And she talked me off the ledge. Don't push all of this and push it into litigation for a couple $100, whatever. Probably the smartest thing to do, and not let my ego go crazy, trying to best somebody else just because I know I was right, but was it really worth it? In any case, it was great to get that support right away, whether it was that or something more serious, okay? Other things, for my agents, I've also had new agents come in and maybe things weren't working well because of whatever reason, the tech support or something. They have an online chat, and it's also really good. If you can't get somebody on the phone, or it's a busy day, you can jump on the online chat, which is through LPT Connect, same place that you'd find that phone number, and they're actually really good with it. I just did it the other day, actually, for one of the new agents that came onto my team and was like, hey, we need help with the MLS, and sure enough, it was actually solved pretty quickly. So they're actually got their stuff together now. Despite what I said at the beginning of this video, with it being a brand new brokerage, it sounds like they've kind of figured that stuff out. Now, I will warn you, if you're part of one of the newer states, because I believe it's only in 18 states right now, but it is going to be in the 50. It's the fastest growing brokerage here in 2024, and it was last year as well. There are going to be a little hiccups at the beginning. I say if the culture is correct, be patient. We'll get you there, okay? The other part that you can do is you can create tickets. Now, this isn't uncommon that we see in the tech industry, but you can create support tickets for a lot of things, and typically it actually gets done pretty quickly, and I'm pretty happy with that sort of support. What do you create tickets for? Well, pretty much anything, but we'll run through a couple of them. If you have a broker level question that doesn't need to be held immediately, you can put a ticket in, write it in, right? Through LPT. Whether it's something with compliance, because we know for those of us that have been in different brokerages, each one's got a little bit different of compliance that you have to go by, so you can ask that questions there. You also have marketing questions. I know because with LPT, you can really make whatever you want, any color, style, providing it stays within the state guidelines. You do whatever you want with that. And just double check, put a ticket in, and you'll hear from them pretty quickly. Now, all the other tools, because you get a ton of tools just with LPT, which is awesome you don't have a monthly fee for this. This kind of blows my mind, but you get .loop, right? That's part of your annual fee and your monthly, whatever. You get Lofty, which is a CRM/website. You get LPT, the listing power tools, the original one, with all the paper marketing that you get with that. But you also have a bunch of other systems that you're going to be able to have access to, and to be able to get tech support for those is actually really, really nice. And the one thing that kind of throws me off is when you can't get anybody on the phone and the online chat, nobody's there because, it's after hours. You can create a ticket for, and I'm quoting this, urgent after hours, meaning somebody's monitoring this after hours. So you can actually get a hold of somebody. I've never had that before. That's pretty amazing, okay? And they usually get back with you pretty quick. I have used that, although I am a big proponent that there are no emergencies in real estate. No one's gonna die if something in real estate doesn't happen. I actually used to fly military aircraft, C-130s, back in the day before I got into real estate. And emergencies usually meant, you're gonna hit the ground and somebody's gonna die. But there's no real emergencies in real estate, nothing's like that. We used to say, live to fly another day, live to close another day, whatever. But yes, it can be urgent, but it's not an emergency, right? Other than that, for support, you also have a knowledge base, which will have a lot of recorded trainings. There's live trainings for whatever that you need. And it's actually really nice, especially when it's specific systems with LPT. They'll have that stuff in there so that you can answer your question yourself and you don't have to waste too much time. If you want a quick answer though, and it's during business hours, you usually can get that. And last but not least, you have community forums as well, because we have new products and they have leads that they can give out directly from LPT and all these different new programs. With a growing brokerage, there's obviously growing programs. So there are community forums that you can get into via LPT Connect, and a ton of information, live information, community style growth throughout this brokerage has been pretty amazing. So yes, what are the support systems like with LPT? It's exactly what they said it was. There's no surprises, okay? However, if you're a new state, expect a little bit of surprises, I guess, or, going through some hiccups, but it's really cool, especially being part of a rev share group, be at the top of the state. Like, that's pretty amazing. So if you have any questions upon this and my personal experience, please let me know. I love talking to you guys. If you're watching on video, leave that in the comments below. If you're listening to us now via podcast or whatever platform, give us a call, text, email. I love talking to you guys. We'll schedule a time to get together, whether you're interested in this brokerage and moving forward with that. And if you're lucky enough to be here in the Emerald Coast of Florida, I'm happy to guide you in the brokerage ways that way as well. So in any case, my name is Tim Whittemore. I'm here with the Whittemore Group with LPT Realty. We'll see you in our next video. Take care.